otherwise everybody else should be within command range of the corps commander.
Okay.
Yeah. And all right, everybody. Welcome to the Battle of Moscow. And here we are. It is, I believe, the top of the 10 o'clock turn. And we can zoom out a little bit and you can get a sense of where things are here. Here we are by the village of Borodino. We've got the 4th Corps has done a fair job pushing out elements of the Russians that have been kind of going back and forth here across the Kalacha. And there's been some different cavalry actions, some different attacks over there. Up here, things look like they're more or less consolidated. The cavalry that had come across that way, most of it's been repulsed, and the French are in some semblance of coordination over here. Moving down the line, it's been kind of quiet here in the center with just some batteries set up along the heights and then some batteries there in the Great Redoubt. I've been exchanging some fire along the line. Meanwhile, Marshal Ney's Corps is pushing in here to the center, getting ready to move forward. Got some cavalry coverage, and Marshal Davout has infantry divisions over here approaching this side, as well as some infantry divisions that are pressuring Utitsa from the west. Meanwhile, the Polish cavalry has come up the Old Smolensk Road, and the Poles have kind of cleared out the Cossacks that had been there in the brush, killing or wounding General Karpov and leaving that brigade without a commander. And so they're making their progress up the road, and so that's kind of where things are. Lots of guns shooting back and forth at each other, general excitement. And we're going to try to connect with our colleagues and see how things are going on Discord. Hey guys, how are you?
Good, Eric.
Just fine.
Now, Paul. Now it's your time.
Oh. So I was next weekend, Eric. We were just talking. I'm not going to be available. I don't know if the whole group should skip or what with the Memorial Day holiday.
Yeah, I kind of figured with Memorial Day it makes sense. I know a lot of people have got stuff planned, so it would make sense for us to take that weekend off. We can pick it up then the following week. We'll probably have a few more weekends like that where we've got 4th of July, Labor Day, all that good stuff. So it's par for the course. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. Who else? We're missing John and we're missing Michael. And do you know if John was going to join you guys or he's absent today?
I think he's going to be absent.
Okay.
He has a block party or something. He's like a social chairman, he's such a social butterfly.
I see.
And, so he had a block party, and if it didn't rain, he was going to probably have to be there. So it's not raining, and I'm not too far from him.
Okay.
So I imagine that he's attending his social his social duties.
All right, and then so it's just a matter of what's up with Michael, and so I don't know what his situation is. Did he communicate with you guys about anything?
No, haven't heard.
Okay.
No.
I feel like he's online right at the moment. But
Well, now that I see it, his name's in yellow. So does that mean he's not in?
His name in yellow means he's idle, I think.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We could try to send him a little note or something. I'll write him a little message.
See if he's on the Vassal game. He's not on Vassal yet.
All right. Let's see what else. All right. Well, David, you're taking command, so we'll probably take a little bit more time in French HQ, catching you up on stuff. Once we get going. Michael writes back, "Holy crap! It's 7 p.m. on a Sunday." Okay. I guess he'd forgotten. That happens sometimes. So, hey, I know we had a discussion via email about some stuff regarding like where we were going to continue with the chit pull, if we were going to try to just go with a Yugo, the French move, then the Allies move, back and forth like that. Did we come to a conclusion with what we wanted to try to do, and if so, did we want to try to implement it? Starting this turn, or what's the general consensus?
I think we ought to continue the game as we started it.
Okay. So the discussion was more for the sake of philosophical inquiry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least my email was.
Well, that's what I mean. Your email sounded like it was something that you were advocating for, making a change to how we were going to be doing things. So
It's just a comment about the fifth going forward. One of the just things that if we were ever try to work like in Tom's idea, bring the fifth into the world of perfection or whatever. We would need to develop a set of house rules to fix a bunch of things. So I was just bringing up points about things I didn't like about the fifth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like having to plead about it all the time?
Yeah, I was whining, Michael,
Well,
about the fifth. I was
absolutely.
trying to get Ed organized. Oh no, Ed's fine. He's got the fifth where he likes him. So far be it from me. I bought the game. I can use any rules I want to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And,
Well, and one of the things that I was starting to do was, particularly after some of our discussion last week, we had some notes that Tom had organized over the course of the last year and a half with clarifications on some of the different rules. But the problem is, since they're not actually in the book, when we're looking at them, we can't find them unless we know, oh yeah, I think there was something in there, and then you're looking at it. So I was looking at a way to maybe incorporate those so we would have, in a copy of the fifth, that had then some of those notations in them, and then we would all have access to that same file, so that way then we could reference it more easily. I think that's part of the challenge too with some of the notations. And I think the other thing is that, when we're all playing over the course of, say, 3 days solid, like we did at Jena, if we had any issues, we'd fixed it and then we remembered what it was. Our problem now.
Until we left.
Yeah, yeah. Our problem now is that, we've been playing this game since when? February. And
Yeah.
so we've had about 2.5, maybe 3 months, and we're only playing it like, every other week, just once a week. So we might have said, oh yeah, we'll do it this way. And then like we forgot. Or the other difference is because we're all kind of split up on different sections of the battlefield. When we were all sitting at the same table,
It was one set of rules.
well, yeah, but we also heard, I could overhear what somebody was saying about
Right.
what they were doing, and we're like, oh no, that's not how it is, or oh, I guess we're doing it wrong on our end of the field. So because we kind of go into our separate little communication channels when we're doing stuff. I might have an understanding with Albert what the rule is here because we're engaged in, kind of back and forth, and then but if John and Tom are doing something different on their part of the battlefield, or Paul or Michael are, then it becomes harder for us to be on the same page with, oh, is that what we're doing? Or, well, I'm not doing it right, or this is what it was. So I think that's part of the challenge, or maybe the difference between when we played it in person. We could all overhear what everyone's saying, and we could all make a decision. And because we're all playing it at the same time, we remember what we talked about just an hour ago when it came up in a different turn, kind of a thing. So that's kind of where I see it. I don't know that there's any differences with it from before, other than the fact that from a logistics point of view, we don't have the same, it's a little bit more disjointed than it would have been if we were all sitting at John's house around the table. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Michael, welcome.
Howdy.
I'm glad I sent you that little note.
I'm glad you did too, because we had my son was directing a play, my daughter was in the play. We just struck the set.
Oh.
It's been a very busy weekend, and we've been running hither and thither, and so literally not 30 seconds before you'd sent the message, I'm sitting down with an adult beverage in my laptop thinking, oh, how nice it is to sit. And then, hey, aren't you supposed to be? Oh, geez.
Well, Michael, the good thing is you can still sit at your laptop with your adult beverage. You just have this.
Splendid.
Yeah, everything is still wonderful.
Oh, it's marvelous.
So, yeah, I had to be sort of shooken out of a different state of mind. I have a pile of ironing that has accumulated, and now that both my spouse and I are going to work more, suddenly it's like we need stuff ironed. And so I was ironing for the last hour or more, watching A Bridge Too Far.
Ooh, nice.
Excellent movie.
And so I'm all set now to paradrop units in and around the Great Redoubt, and that's how we'll have our breakthrough. It'll be.
No, I'm afraid we got a Panzer unit here that the Dutch underground didn't see.
Oh.
If it's a bridge too far, wouldn't that be by this Malloy Salo or further up the map?
Oh, it should be. It's actually we're capturing Tarnovino or something like that. That's where we're talking.
That's a ford too far up there.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
It's not a bridge at all.
Hey, there's hardly a road. What are you talking about? This is the primitive Russian wilderness that we're fighting a way across. So,
actually, something you should consider is if you just keep stacking the clothes that need ironing high enough, eventually the stuff at the bottom will get pressed.
I had thought about that. It's just it's got to stay really pretty flat the whole time.
Yeah,
so.
no, absolutely. In fact, really, if you keep buying it high enough, the stuff at the bottom turns into diamond.
Well,
just hang it up and see how many of the wrinkles go that way.
There you go. All right.
All right.
And let's convene for command and... Oh, actually, we need to roll a die for...
No, we have to roll for the,
yeah.
we
Random.
have to roll. And for Paul and I, it's going to be difficult because we don't have anybody to blame.
No, John gets a blanket blame for everything today.
There you go.
That's okay.
Because he's not here. If he was
supposed
here...
to roll and he didn't.
Yeah. I'm sure if he was here, he would have rolled better, right? So...
Oh, I can roll really badly for the French if anyone's interested.
You did that last time. We want to avoid that.
See?
So I'm
Okay, fair enough.
I'm going to roll now, and I'm going to roll a 66 so Napoleon can activate and the guard can move forward and all that good stuff. So here we go. Ready? Here it comes, the 66. Oh, damn
Eric,
it.
I'm so disappointed in you.
Damn it.
Isn't that just as good almost?
It
Oh my
is
gosh.
not. It is not. The 66 is what we need.
Gosh, I wish we had done that. We could release the artillery.
You could release the Kraken. So it doesn't really do much of anything. It says cavalry of the guard is released if the current turn is later than 12 noon. Well, it's not, so we can't. In any event, it's one army leader level, so we get one command point. So, all right, next
So
time.
really, it wasn't worth anything, was it?
No, it was
Shame.
not really. It was much to do about nothing. All
No,
right.
no, it was 12th night.
12th
was
night.
actually the one that we were just doing this weekend.
That's a good one. My kids did that one a few years ago, too, at the high school.
Did they? Wonderful.
Yeah.
I had never seen it before this weekend. I really enjoyed it.
It was fun. What part did your kids have?
Well, again, my eldest son was one of the two directors. My daughter was Malvolio.
Okay.
So she was the angry and then abused servant
Ah,
of
yes.
Lady Olivia.
Okay.
She was hilarious.
That's
She does
good.
angry very well. Perhaps she was raised by her father. It's hard to say.
It's typecasting. Is that what you're suggesting?
I think that's what it is, yes.
All right. Russians, roll. Roll your dice. See what exciting stuff you get.
Go Al.
Okay. 46.
That's probably
We
a good
get
one.
2 CPs.
What's the name of the event?
Attack.
Counterattack.
Counterattack.
Awesome.
Counterattack.
That means we can actually use one of our core leaders.
Yeah. That is exciting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That's awesome.
And now it's going to take us probably 15 minutes to figure out what to do. Okay.
Well, that'll give them, the French, some time to bring me up to speed. So.
All right.
I think in John's honor, I will not use my mouse. I'll try to use my touchpad just to speed things up.
Yeah, we get an extra. We get an extra 10 minutes to mess with John's stuff. So, okay.
He hasn't enough units left to possibly need that kind of time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a pretty. He was gathering cores right and left. We finally had to restrain him.
All right.
So, all right.
Well, I
See,
actually thought...
See you later.
Okay. Yep, we'll see you. All right, gentlemen. Down
Okay.
to
Go down to.
French headquarters. Hello, David.
Oh,
Welcome to the French side of things.
I think we have a turncoat here, sir. I believe he was fighting for the Russians quite recently.
He was, but he saw the writing on the wall. He realized that the French have the winning cause, or maybe it was a case that court politics around the Tsar.
Or maybe it was that case of Bordeaux I gave him.
That's more likely the
there
case.
we go.
Yeah.
Yes, I do like my French reds.
All right. Well, so David, we'll catch you up.
Questions before I get started. Here.
Absolutely.
There's these 4 artillery units way over on the west side of the map.
They are regrouping.
Which which way are they regrouping? Because in a couple sessions ago, they were actually further forward on the map.
They were, and then John pointed out that the movement cost for going across the Voina exceeded what their movement potential was.
Okay.
So they have a
going
movement
back.
potential of 5. So here's what's happening. You see the blue part of the Voina? That's the one that costs a lot. The little dry part of the Voina, you can cross that without. That's a dry stream bed.
Right. So they were going back.
So they're
People
heading
are
west.
facing the other-
Yep, they're heading
people are
west.
facing the other way.
Yeah. He's just moving them for the sake of. I mean, nobody really cares, but yeah, they're moving that way. So they're moving. They'll cross there. I guess 2 hexes from the map edge, the western map edge, and then head up around.
Right there, right?
Yep. Around Beelzebub.
Does it cost them any extra there?
The dry stream bed, it says other terrain, so it's just like a clear terrain. So it's not going to cost them any extra to go across there. So that's why Tom was moving them there during the regroup. The only thing you want to try to do is make sure you maybe put some light cavalry pickets out there, in case he tried to charge them with, any of his cavalry or something like that.
All right. So so the idea is they're moving up around that lake.
Yes, yeah. So they're going to.
At Zoibaba.
Yep.
Whatever
Yep, they're going to move up around that way. So they're regrouping that way because they couldn't move across the Voina with everybody else.
So why are they facing northeast if their mode of motion is southwest?
That's what I was wondering too.
Yeah, I don't know. They should all be about face and facing the other direction. So, because they've been moving that way. So Tom has just been moving them without rotating the counters. So if you're welcome to rotate the counter, and but that's what those guys are doing over there.
Right, because I remember they were up a little further, and I do remember the discussion that they couldn't go across that stream. So
yeah, so he's been regrouping them that way. So as far as your command goes, you've got a boatload of cavalry and infantry and everything else here in that sort of vast expanse there north of the Voina and kind of west of the Calacho at Zaccarino. Part of what we want to try to do is secure the crossings there at Borodino and repulse the guys that he's sent across. And
that division that's coming up, that's with the First Corps?
Yeah, so those guys are yours. So if you want to,
Mine also?
yep. So if you want to give them a command point, you can. The only thing that I'm not sure of is, I don't know where their leader is stacked.
Yeah, that's where I'm trying to.
Yeah, and so I don't know if he got deleted because I was looking for him and I didn't
is that
see him.
Is that Gerard?
Yes.
He is actually in Borodino, so I guess they.
Oh, he's kedging them.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So that's what he's doing. So he's kedging those guys up, and so that's seems to be what's going on. So you can just keep kedging those guys up that way, and then you've got the guard artillery up here on the hill. Those are yours to use. It's a grand battery. Because I think we got Sobier or somebody like that stacked with them. And so, yeah, you can have a grand time with those chaps pelting all those Russians opposite you, or using them to kind of clear any Russians that are kind of east of the village of Borodino up there on the heights. So that's kind of your grand battery for you to have just a party with.
They can all shoot on one hex, or they can divide it. Right?
Well, they can't all shoot on one hex simply because some of them might be blocking line of sight, but during the grand battery phase, you can combine. Sobier's here, so he can combine 3 batteries. The other guys are all leaders, so they can combine multiple batteries. Or you can just fire individual batteries, whatever works best. During the grand battery phase, all 4 of those hexes can fire. And so you would just pick whatever targets you want to do, either combine stuff and for a nasty shot, or maybe have 2 of them shoot on one hex and 2 of them shoot on another hex, kind of thing. So kind of see what works for you. At some point in time, we might want to give that battery a maneuver unit, just to kind of bring some of the guns up and kind of tidy up the line. But I don't know. That's not a huge concern right now. So that's your stuff. Now the Russians have sent all this stuff down down the Smolensk road, and they've basically abandoned everything up in the northern part, except for stuff that's kind of being covered by light cavalry. So they've kind of moved everything south, and so one of our ideas is to start pushing some French up past Zaccarino, and then kind of move them across into the Russian rear type of a thing.
Yeah, I really have a hard time imagining that the Russians would be in very good position to relocate themselves.
Yeah, they just have to. They basically just have to kedge back the other way, kind of a thing. So
I mean, if we crossed at Novoye Selo or Maloye Selo, either one, it's going to involve a lot of dislocation to their best laid plans.
Yes.
What are the movement restrictions of the Kalacha?
Oh, so with the Kalacha, trying to cross a Kalacha hexide, for infantry it's +2, for cavalry it's +2. It's impossible for artillery. At the fords, it's +1 for infantry, +2 for cavalry, +3 for artillery.
The fords are all those things down by Borodino?
No, those are the little bridges. And so those little bridges, I'd have to check those to see. But they did have some rules in the exclusive rule book about attacking there across the Kalacha, and one of them is that I don't think cavalry can charge. I don't know. Do you have a copy of Moscowa?
No,
David? Okay.
I do not.
Yeah. So it says if they cross, they've got to make a morale. Cavalry, if they cross this, has to make a morale check. If it fails the morale check, it costs more to cross. Cannot pursue units across the Kalachow. They can melee a unit on the other side, but they cannot cross a Kalachow once the charge has been declared, except to advance after charge. So basically you can't charge across it. You can charge right up to it, but not across it. And then melee, it says that units conducting melee across the Kalachow are disordered. So I know that we don't play with 5th edition. You don't have stuff disordering necessarily, like you do in the Maria Louise or Reg's rule. So I think it should be the effects of being disordered maybe is what we should think about. Let's see, what are the little things with the bridges?
Okay, and a ford is the thing that just looks like dirt going down to the river?
Yep.
Correct.
So it's basically where the little trails cross.
Yeah.
So this is kind of long-term stuff. I mean, you are well beyond Napoleon's range. So you've got the one command point for Marat that can activate the entire cavalry corps, and then usually you'll get Tom was getting two other command points, one for Eugene and then one from, say, Napoleon. It doesn't matter who. So he was typically doing stuff with three command points. So that's basically enough to get, the whole cavalry corps and two divisions to activate there on your side of the universe. And then oftentimes we would give him another one because, at least for the moment, Michael and I don't always need stuff, so we would give him extra stuff. So he, particularly when John was busy running around over there.
All right. So my thoughts are bringing that Third Cavalry Corps around the left flank there, around Zaccarino to the north.
Yes. So that's the idea, to do that, and then with the infantry, keep moving them north. The idea being that they would cross, somewhere up along there, and start to attack or threaten the Russians from the rear. And then in Borodino itself, you've got, I think it's the Delzon's 13th Division.
Division.
Yeah.
And then I've got that other division of the First Corps moving up.
Yeah. So take a look at the dispositions, but definitely the 13th Division should get a command point, so that way you can attack those Russian squares and disordered units and all that stuff that's kind of down there along the creek, and then and kind of get those guys in whatever disposition you want them to be in. And then there's some of these guys that have got the white uniforms. I think they are, looks like the 14th. I don't know where the commanders are. Oh yeah.
One with the 14th, but he's part of the 14th. The others are the Italian Guard.
Right. So the
That's
14th.
another division.
Yeah. So
And I do have a question on this guy there.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Yep.
He's really out of command, right?
Yeah, because you can't.
Right,
Yep. But you can't reach it, except by hot air balloon. So.
Yeah.
So you might want to. I would suggest that if you give a command point, you would do it to the Italian Guard, so that you can move them and then open up a path of communication for the 14th going forward for next turn. So just kind of clean up your lines there.
Right. Does Eugene? Let's see, where is Eugene? Eugene should be right. There's Eugene. And Eugene has what command range? He's got 6.
So you don't need to worry about him because he's not an active corps commander. Because he's beyond Napoleon's 15-inch. Yeah, so we can't command. He can't create a corps size move with the Fourth Corps. So the Fourth Corps right now is maneuvering by division, and then the Third Cavalry is the whole corps can activate because we have Marat there. But otherwise, everything else over there is all by division. So. Okay. All right. Michael, down here in the center, what all did you have planned, or what all do you need to do?
Well, I definitely want to move forward the Grand Battery that's been on the backside of that gully. Now that I have a ton of cavalry over there on the left, there's no reason I can't move them up and across the gully.
Okay.
And then I can do some shooting from a little closer.
So we've got two choices. One, you could give Drouot a command point, and then you could get all those guys to limber and then move. So is that what you want to do?
Honestly, I'm not sure because I think it's going to take 2 turns either way.
Yeah, or the other thing is
Um,
that during the regroup phase, you can limber your artillery. So you can have artillery limber and unlimber during the regroup phase, and that would save us a command point. So if you wanted to do that, that would be one thing to do. Get them limbered in the regroup phase, and then next turn we can give them a command point and have them move, provided they limber kind of thing.
honestly, I was just thinking all I really had in mind was just moving them forward 2 hexes. I figure I'd just prolong them 2 turns.
Oh, that's
It's
even
going to
better.
take 2 turns anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and take a command point then for that, and then you're going to have one for Ney and Ney's minions.
Yes, yes. And I should point out that the 2nd Corps of Cavalry is now out of range and so is no longer activated.
Okay.
Getting them where they needed to be required moving outside of range.
Yeah. No, that's understood. I'm running into that same issue with the 7th Cavalry as well. So it is what it is. But
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess the good news, though, is I guess I should start thinking about this. What does that mean for the light cavalry commanders? I mean, so Pajol, for example.
Right. It means that he's
certainly close enough to his corps commander, to Montbrun, to be in command. But the whole corps is no longer within Napoleon's sphere of influence. I'm just trying to figure out exactly when do you roll for these guys at that time.
That is something I will have to look at because I can't remember off the top of my head. All right. Yeah. So let me make note here real quick. So you'll have a Grand Battery, and you'll have Ney, and what else?
Oh, I'm sure that's all I need.
Okay. I will have Davout. I'll have one of the Polish divisions. Let's see, what else? So that's 2. Well, we could bring up another bunch of cavalry, I guess. So how many would you like, David?
Well, I guess like you said, the 3 I can work with.
Okay.
Who's Morand here down there?
Morand he's also first corps.
He's the first corps, first division.
Yeah, so I can actually start to move him. I was kind of using a bunch of his guys to clear out those skirmishers that were in the Kaminsky Woods, and I could either start to move them towards Ney's group, or I could move them up the Kalacha on the eastern bank. But right now they're kind of sheltered from guns and everything else in that little spot. Yeah, so we've got 9 command points. So if David takes 3 and Michael takes 2, that's 5, and I take 2, that's 7. That leaves us with 2 more to spare. So do you think, well, let's see, I'll take one for I guess it would be the 1st division there, Moran's division, and we'll start to maneuver them about. And Michael, do you want to bring up another cavalry corps?
What other ones do we have?
We've still got this one that's back here with Nasote. That is the... who is that? That's the 1st Cavalry Corps.
Oh, the 1st Cavalry Corps.
Yeah,
Yes, I see them.
They're back there. They're just north of Napoleon.
Right. Where do we put them? That's the problem I've got.
Yeah.
We actually have more space than we had before, but
yeah, it's still.
I guess, to be completely honest, and at the risk of talking about this in front of our enormous worldwide audience, what's really our plan for getting the next step of this done?
What I would suggest is, for Nay, go ahead and push forward, particularly into that, towards where that redoubt is. That's directly ahead of you. That should be your objective, at least for this turn and next turn, kind of a thing. And I'm going to keep kind of pushing forward over on my side to keep the pressure up. And then we're kind of clearing the way for the Poles to come up around as well. So it's it's only the 10 o'clock turn. We've got a number of yeah.
That's why I was trying to establish, does it really make sense to be pushing forward when we're waiting for the Poles to come up and waiting for you to clear the Moscow militia out of the way and just kind of all the things that need to be done? Does it really make sense to advance to contact?
No.
If we're waiting for our strength.
Yeah. So I would just say let's use this turn to get things organized, and then we'll see where we're at for the next turn.
Because I have no doubt the Poles and First Corps division that's already present will be able to clear Utitsa out. And then I think what that does is has the effect of causing the Russians to have to spread their lines considerably.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I think we have a whole lot more power than we have right now, where we'd be going right into the teeth of defenses. I don't know. Just it seems foolish to push too hard right now.
Okay. Well, good. Then I will take another move for one of the light cavalry, for Girardin's cavalry, so I can kind of get them out moving about. And then that leaves one more for anybody who wants one. Does anybody else need, or desire one?
I'm just trying to think what I would do with one.
If I had one more, I'd use it to kind of sort out those 2 divisions around Zach or whatever that name is, Zaccarino.
Zaccarino. Okay, go ahead, take it then. So you'll have 4, and I'll have 3, and Michael, you'll have 2.
Yep.
Okay, sounds like a deal. Go ahead and mark your stuff, and then we'll roll for light cavalry. There's probably more cavalry you can bring up. There's the stuff back here. That if we could get it to go.
Again, I think I really need to understand when I can and can't roll for them.
So those guys back here, those guys are
They
out
belong to the 8th Corps. They're in command of the 8th Corps, right back behind them.
Well, let me take a look here real quick and double check.
Yeah, that's where I'm
rules.
struggling a little.
So, we know what we're doing, so we can go back up to the lobby, and then we can just double check. Paul might know an answer to that.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hey Paul, I've got a question for you. Michael had a question regarding light cavalry initiative. What's the situation with it regarding it being in proximity? So the light cavalry commander themselves,
when can they
yeah.
roll for a move of their own?
They can roll if they're stacked on a unit.
Anytime, regardless of whether they're in command, out of command?
Yeah.
Well, no, it says, so here, I just found it. It says restrictions.
Where is it?
This is Rule 8.5.1.2. Light cavalry leaders, which are part of a division or corps, may not check for initiative if within the command span of their immediate superior. So, if you've got light cavalry that is within the command span of your cavalry division leader, your corps leader, if it's attached to a division and within the span of the corps or whatever else, you can't check for initiative.
So, I mean, in my view, Hammerstein and Wolf, neither one of them can because they're within reach of Junot.
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to be clear about that, but now, since Albert didn't agree,
Well,
I think we need to be very concerned whether or not we've always been rolling the correct numbers of these.
Well, I
Well,
know I've been trying to. Well, I mean, up until recently, most of my people have always been within some sort of span of their leaders, which is why I wasn't rolling for them until recently, where some of them have gotten beyond, like Davu's command span.
Right.
Yeah, we could have made mistakes in the past because I thought the only thing was the superior and the subordinates could not both roll. I didn't know about this command span thing.
Well,
So actually, right now, there's one of ours that made it that I rolled for that's in the command span of his superior.
Right. So you
So
would.
I'd have to take.
Yeah, you
have
would
to
take
take
him
him
off.
off.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I was going to say, I think we've been pretty careful about that with the Cossacks because it's usually either the Cossack leader or the individual leaders, depending on the command span. And I know for my two lights, they don't have a superior necessarily, so they've been rolling.
So I got to take the number 9 out of this group here.
Well, they do. The leader of it's Platov is the leader of all the Cossacks over on over there where John's stuff is. So I don't know where Platov is, but he's the
Well, Platov is right here.
Yeah.
Right.
And he has a subordinate with him. And
Right.
he has this guy who I rolled for and got it, but now he can't. Now he's ineligible.
Right.
He has this guy over here.
That's why I would say we've been doing the Cossacks correctly. I know that much. I just don't have. Normally, John's got the Cossacks, not me.
Okay.
Oh, Platov rolls, then the guy isn't this guy part of his command?
Yeah. Yeah. All of yeah.
If Platov rolls and passes, then he's
Okay. Well, I'll roll for Platov.
Yeah, that's what you.
Platov's pretty good, but I thought if Platov rolled, none of the subordinates could roll.
That's correct.
Right,
But we roll higher.
none of the subordinates could roll that are within his command span.
But there's also the Cossack. There's also a rule on him that if Platov rolls, none of the subordinates roll.
Oh, okay.
Regardless of command span.
Yeah.
So we got a guy over here. So if I roll for Platov, I just have to take that one off. So I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. Okay. And then
So,
what about here around the south of the redoubt? This moon number 8, was that a light cavalry roll?
Yes.
Okay, so I have no idea where his commander is.
Oh, let's see. He's 7th Cavalry or 6th Cavalry, so he's somewhere. That's what I was saying. For them, it's pretty sure that their leader's nowhere nearby.
Yeah, so that's the
Beavers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back under MU5. He's
Okay. As long as you guys, yeah, because that was Michael's question. Because we're like, okay, we've got these guys here, and he's like, he remembered, and I seem to remember too that they couldn't do it. So that's why that's what was up with that. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Now we do have some other light cavalry though that's not in command. So David, you could roll for this.
For Dominguez.
Yeah.
And failed.
Oh, okay.
Pricing in theirs.
Okay.
Is he eligible?
So he's part of the Corps. He's part of the 4th Corps. Where is Eugene? So 1, 2,
Well, it's
3.
immediate. Eugene's not is immediate.
Oh, then I.
His
Yeah.
immediate is let's see, is right. Sure, where is it?
Is it the guy over here? Is it? Oh, that's Eugene.
That's Eugene.
Okay.
There's another stack here.
Is it
that's got-
Seidlitz?
Nope, that Seidlitz is the same level he is.
Okay.
You kidding? That's the wrong war.
Is it Schornhurst? Is it?
No, it's
Exactly.
Is it von Molk?
starts with a C. I can't read it. Or O. Oriano. Where is he?
Yeah, I don't know if he's not,
Right
then you
there.
could roll for him. Yeah. So if he's there and
And that's the core cavalry. So he's a 6, right?
a cavalry corps leader, yeah, corps leaders have a range of 6. So 1, 2, 3,
No.
4, 5, 6.
Right,
Yeah.
He's 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can't tell you how much it pleases me to have caused all this disruption.
Well,
My work
this
here
is
is done.
Yeah, this is what we live for. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to. I do have a cavalry to roll for over here, so I'll do that now. Hey, I get a move for that. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I got a cavalry here. Roll for them. Hey, I got a move for them too.
You do have one down.
Data analysis shows too many variables.
Yeah, and he made it.
Do 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 do.
That's this guy there.
All right, so I got 2 light cavalry, and how many did you get, David?
I've got 1.
Okay, so that's 3. So that gives us 12 chits in the bucket.
And we have 9, I think.
Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Did you put your 9 in, Albert?
No, I haven't put them in.
Oh,
See, okay. Oops, that's the French. I don't know if somebody put. Maybe I did put them in. Somebody put them in.
did you have 9 or did you have 10? Or did you?
I eliminated 9, so we have 9.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, it's
Okay.
all good.
9 was the one I was just talking about that did not have been rolled for.
Okay. All right. Bingo. Okay, we got them all in the bucket. All right, so let's go ahead and let's pull. Who hasn't drawn in a while?
Been at least a week.
Ah, that's true. All right. Well, and you were lucky last time, weren't you, Michael?
Not a clue.
It's we've got it on tape somehow. Paul,
All right.
Paul, go ahead and
Paul
pull,
rolls.
Paul.
I'll pull. Boom. Uh-oh.
It's the
Hey,
French.
he's lucky at drawing as well.
He is. All right. So for the French, let's take a look here and see. Michael, did you have any charges?
I haven't any charges, no.
Okay, and neither do I. So,
I have no idea.
so all right. I don't have any charges, and so it's just a matter of whether David has any charges. And just because guys are out of command doesn't mean that you can't charge them. So you could charge and destroy that guy that is disordered. Grind him up.
Which one are you?
You've got some unit here. What is this? Yeah, those guys. They could just charge right there, and they could just basically just grind those guys up.
Right. I haven't done a cavalry charge yet, so
Well,
let's just do that.
just for the sake of, for all the people watching at home.
Grind up where?
There's a
Grind up
disordered
guy.
there's a disordered Russian unit over here.
Just below the bottom of
What is
the hill.
Is chopped liver or something like that?
Yes, I
By the
think
town of
well,
Borodino.
it's about to be.
Yeah, he will be shortly.
Now I should be able to route myself away around so that I don't go next to that square, correct?
So yeah, I mean you could spend 4 points to turn, I guess, right?
Yeah. And then I got plenty of movement points.
Yeah.
Is the square even going to matter? Because you're not going to be exiting their zone of control, zone of influence.
Yeah, if you move into it, you'll be fine right next to it. Let's check.
Why am I helping?
Because you like David, and we like David.
Oh.
And
Well, actually,
yeah.
But he's on the other
I'm gonna
side
go
now.
around because I don't want him to end up next to the square just for hey-hos anyway. So unless, well, he may end up, but it'll at least be right now. He'll be, if he does, he'll be breaking this other. And then he
Well, let's see. You're going to need 15 movement points to destroy that guy. So you might just want to move right next to him, because then you can use all 15 movement points to completely eliminate him.
How does that work?
So for disordered, for every 3 movement points, it kills 1 increment.
Oh,
And for routed units, every 2 movement points. So just move next to it. You'll take maybe a little bit of fire. So just
so I turn one hex side, right?
yep. So that costs
And then
2,
4 more.
and then you move forward. That's 3.
3.
Yep. And then they're declared the target of the charge, and you can then
Get a charge marker.
you can get a charge marker.
We're so casual when it's just one hex.
Yeah.
They are, but the game markers.
Oh,
There, unit
I got a question.
Sure. I've got
I
it.
know people are going to really like this. I thought that the first hex has to be in his direct front hex side, so where that brush is.
That's in the premier rules.
Right.
Oh.
And we discussed that last week where we weren't doing that.
Okay, well, I forgot.
Yeah.
the 5th.
But we are still doing torpedo tactics for everything else for the charge. Okay, so that unit is toast.
So what's the procedure with disorder? Do they stand, or they just automatically?
They just automatically are trampled.
Wait a minute. They don't roll to stand or any of that stuff?
So, well, now, so the thing here is, well, let's see. It's regarding units that, the example is for a unit that disordered, trying to form square. So maybe,
These are
They've
all
got-
disordered. They can't even form square, right?
yeah, they can't form square. Right.
Would
So
they roll the stand and then fire if they make it? Would be the question.
yeah, I mean they could, I guess.
He's going to have a melee strength of
Oh, so hang on
of
just a second.
12.
Yeah. So
You're
here,
going to have a melee strength, and your cavalry is going to have less than that.
let's read it. It says, disordered units that attempt to stand, units that are already disordered at the beginning of the charge Assault segment, or that were disordered during a phase may not form square. They may only attempt to stand in the face of charging cavalry. Failing to stand, they rout. So you would roll to see if they stand, and if they fail, then they will rout, and then they could be trampled. Or if they stand, then you would do combat.
No, it's not just a foregone conclusion that he's dead.
Oh no, of course not. So go ahead
Well,
and somebody go ahead and roll. You've got a -9 on your morale check, and I don't know if there's any other factor for the for the units that are attacking. If there's anything that goes into that, but it's a -9 just because of you're disordered and you're half dead.
32, so anything over 35, he's okay.
Okay, I'll roll.
Okay. 42. So they, well, is this heavy cavalry that's charging, or is it light cavalry? Okay, so yeah, so there's no bonus for that. Okay, so they would stand. So they're half dead, so their melee value is halved to 12.
Oh,
And then it's halved again for being disordered, so it's 6. So we're going to have, and you've got, well, how many? You've lost a few
6,
increments.
he's got 60% of 14. Let's see what that is.
So it's at least a 1-to-1, possibly a 1.5 to 1.
8.4, which isn't quite 1.5 to 1.
Okay, so it's a 1
It's got
to 1.
8.4, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a 1-to-1.
0.4 to 6.
A 12. Well.
Oi!
Oh, David, you managed to pull defeat from the jaws of victory.
Hey, just go easy on him. It's his first cavalry charge.
We don't want him to do any others.
I don't know. If he keeps rolling like that, maybe you do.
All right, so you're going to lose an increment, and then you will route those guys away towards the rear.
And of course, I think the infantry would have defensive fire, but it probably wouldn't have mounted anything. Or wouldn't they have had a shot before the
Oh,
money?
yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Well, you should have thought of that, Paul.
That's
Hey,
all right.
that 12 roll was yours for your defensive fire.
Because that's how the vassal die roller works.
I didn't click a button. Well, it would have been 1.5. I mean, it was 6 divided by 2 divided by 2, right? So it would have been 1.5 to. It might not even register. So
It wouldn't have registered because he would be a 6.
yeah, so we did it right.
Yeah.
Now, David will be our best friend tomorrow. Today, he's our mortal enemy.
Ah, well.
And he's exhausted too.
Yeah.
Exhausted. And was it plus?
I
Plus,
think you need to
yeah,
recount.
+2 to go over the Voina, I think. But
Hold on. I don't know that you even get there.
Oh,
Well, if it's like
that's right.
9,
1, 2,
9
3,
movements on a
4,
steep slope.
5, 6 gets you up to the top of the hill.
Yep.
And then 9 gets you down one slope. And then I don't know how much it is down the steep slope.
No, I thought the steep slope was 9. I think the regular slope is something else.
Oh, you're right. It is. No. I'm sorry. A total of 9 movement points at the point where he is now. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough to go down the slope, so he would
Right.
just move kind of along this way, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
10, 11.
12. Yeah, I could go that way. My commander is up there somewhere.
Perfect. Don't change a thing.
Alright, and we Luz Gran. All right.
Blue Grand GD. I like that.
All right. Well, David, welcome. You are now no longer a cavalry charging virgin.
Now, did he lose an increment from all that as well, or not?
He did. Yeah, he took it because he had 2
Okay.
losses. Now he's got 3 losses. So not much
Gotcha.
left, but it's enough.
Okay.
All right. I guess it's time for us to go into our various and sundry parts of the universe for movement.
Now, we probably need to establish what we're going to do about that since there's an odd number of us.
It's very easy. David can do whatever he wants, and no one will supervise him. And
Perfect.
Well, he's
he'll
not charging anymore.
he'll supervise himself. And well, I know Albert and I will have our stuff going on, so it's
Well, and the truth is, I have very little of any interest going on. So, I mean,
So maybe Michael and David and I should be in one spot.
sure.
that
that's
sounds
fine.
like it'll work. Okay, so
Okay,
Albert,
all right.
meet me down in game room 1, and the boys can stay up in the lobby. All right, how are you doing, Albert?
I'm doing fine.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Let's see here. I got to get out my handy dandy clock and set a timer for myself. Okay.
Okay, you've got, how many MUs did you pull here?
I've got
For you.
altogether 3. So I've got a couple of
Oh, I see you got
ones.
this cavalry guy.
Yeah, I've got a couple of cavalry guys down here by Utitsa.
Oh, yeah. I
So
see. Okay.
let's go ahead. We'll start there. And these guys here are going to, they're tired, but what can they do? They can go into skirmish mode. So they will be skirmishy. And we'll just be skirmishy right there, I think. Let's turn them. All right, and there's one of my moves done. And then these guys here, who are they? Oh, they are lancers. Oh, the skirmishy guys will go here then. And the lancers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will work our way around here a little bit. And rotate. Okay. Those guys are over there. All right, now while we're in the neighborhood, we'll start to move our poles up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these guys will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, change into column, and then move there 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Don't they have,
5.
Eric, don't they have
6.
to pull in their guy?
They did. That counts as half a movement, right? Because he was on the road.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These guys will stay in road, as will everybody else along the line here. So let's here.
Was there a gap in your line, I thought there was a gap in your,
No, I just didn't put road markers down.
oh,
Yeah, so they're all in road. I just didn't bother to put road markers down last time. So I mean, I can put road markers there if it makes you happy. So
no, that's all right. I
Yeah.
just thought there was a
no.
gap somewhere.
All right. Now, exciting stuff. Let's move on to division number 2, which is Friant. And we're going to go ahead and push these skirmishers forward there. And these guys will go here, right behind them. And I don't know that we can get too far else at this point, but these guys can form skirmish. And let's just rotate these guys slightly. Okay, and they're there. Okay, moving up to the 5th Division with our friends here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. These guys will break down. That is the 23rd. No, 25th. Let's go ahead and pull them. 1st Corps, 5th Division. That is Compans. And that is the 25th line. No, the 25th. Okay, here we go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can take that guy off.
Was that your big guy? Oh, I see.
That's the 17.
Now wait a minute. He moves through the brush at 2, right?
I'm just moving him out of the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he was. I was wondering how he got up there because. Okay, you're breaking him down.
Yep. So these guys will rotate, and they're going to go here. And let's see, and okay, so we've got Compans over there. Now we've got moving on to, oh wait, we still have Friant. Well, let's move this light cavalry before we move Friant. So Girardin. So these guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and there's that guy there. Okay, there's that. Who is that? Is that Friant? No, that's Desai. Compans I moved. Friant's over here. I already moved him. Okay, so Desai. So we'll go 1, 2. We'll move those guys up there. These guys there. These chaps there. These chaps there. And we will then push the guns into the... Well, then we'll leave them there. Okay. All right, so that's it, I think, for me. Not a whole lot of excitement.
Okay, Desai and Compans use the same MU, correct?
Yeah, they're part of Davout's Corps.
Yeah, part of Davout's Corps, and they were together. And then you used a separate MU for Friant, right?
Nope, Friant is, he's also within command of Davout still.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
I
they're
see.
all
He's way back
stretched
here.
out with that
I see.
whole communicating battalion
Davout
stuff.
Davout has 8 or whatever.
Davout's right here.
Or,
So he's got a range of
Davout's
6. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He
So
goes one through the brush. Okay.
it's as the crow flies. It's not as the movement costs go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just hexes. Yeah, right, hexes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then you had the other two were these cavalry guys. And the
Cavalry
poles.
guys, and then the poles. So yeah, so I had. So
Okay.
let me take the marker off of one of these guys here. So I'll take all the markers off, so that it's kind of understood what's what.
Okay.
And let me change my facing for
I'm gonna
this one
flip
guy.
this guy over, so I remember he's there.
Oh, and is there anything else? Everything else would be moving during the reinforcement phase. I don't know if Michael's moved yet. It looks like he's done some movement.
Okay. Well.
But
Okay,
yeah.
be.
So we can go ahead and do defensive fire.
Defensive. Okay, so let's see. We'll start where the square is here. So we've got.
Okay, down there by Utitsa. Okay.
Yeah. So we've got 12 there to
12 to
14.
14. Roll your dice. Move your mice.
Okay. Miss.
Okay.
It's a miss. And then we go up to, we've got the 5-7 plus
Ordering something from Domino's. Do you want
one hex of the
Slice of pizza.
a slice of pizza?
Yeah.
2.5 times 3, so that would be 7.5 times 7.5 plus. Let's flip this guy over. See what he is.
He's 6.
7.5 plus 6, 13.5.
To 16.
to-
It's less than 1 to 1. So
Yep. So
1 to 1.5.
another 1 to 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a
another
miss.
miss. All right, moving up, we have the skirmishers, the Jaegers.
Okay.
I think are two times. 2 times Jaegers are probably 3.
Yeah, I think they are. Russian Jaegers times 3 in skirmish. So you're going to
So
have
they're 6.
6 to 15.
I don't even think 6 to 15. So
Yeah.
that's a 1 to 3. I might as well roll it though.
Hey, that's a hit.
It's a hit.
And that's their first loss. Okay. All right.
Not bad.
Hey, you never know when you're going to pull out one of those kind of rolls.
Yeah. And I should have used the 4-7 with them too, so it didn't even do that. Okay, let's see. So we'll do the that 6 on the big unit there.
Okay, so you've got 6 to 7.
6 to 7.
Yep, with lots of pluses.
And with a plus whatever.
Just roll your
Figure that
die.
out.
Just roll your die. See what you get. 24. You've got to get up to what?
Ooh,
It's 1 to 1.5. You got to get up to 55 to get a hit.
55.
So I don't think you're going to do it because you're looking at like a plus 18.
No, that's plus 18. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not going to
no.
work.
So
Yeah. Okay.
okay.
And then finally, we've got the 6 to the
Yep.
skirmishers.
6 to 15 over there,
Yeah.
and that's a miss.
Okay. So that's all of that.
Okay. Then you've got your Moscow mules.
The Moscow boys. Okay. So the Moscow. So there's
It's all printed.
That's it's all printed. Let's see what the fence values of the forest versus the
So it's defensive.
First.
It's defensive 9. In
everybody's a 9. Okay.
yeah, because I'm in line. Line in the brush.
Okay. All right, so we'll fire. Let's see what we got. What these guys have 4.
Yeah.
So Okay, so we got a. It's not even. Okay, we've got 4 and 4 to 9. So we'll do it first on the first battalion there.
Okay.
First 111. Well, it's a 1 to 1.5. It's a hit.
That is a hit, a palpable hit. Okay.
Okay. The next one is a 4 to a 9, so that's like a 1 to 3.
Yep.
Or 1 to 2.5 or something like that. That's a miss.
Okay.
All right, that's the Moscow boys. Now we'll go up to. We'll fire this 5-8.
Right. So he's.
That's a 3. That's a 1 to 2. A 3 to a.
3 to. I'm 3 to 9. It's a 1 to 3.
Well, you're in.
I'm in line in the
I'm
brush.
I'm firing on the cavalry.
Oh, you're firing at the cavalry. Okay. So it's a 1 to 2.
That'll be a 1 to 2. See.
Yep. So go ahead and roll. Hey, that is definitely a hit. I'm glad my leader wasn't there. Okay, those guys have already taken a loss, I think. Yep, so there's not much left of them.
They're over half now.
They've been over half for a while.
So now they should.
Now they're up to 4. Yep. All right, time for a morale check for them. They pass. All right. Okay. Anybody else?
Let's see. I think that's it.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah.
Okay. So let's go back down towards Utitsa, and we'll kind of catch up where we left off. So I've got your square. I'll fire on your square. I believe I've got 9 to your 6 with a +3. And that's going to be a 30. This becomes a 42. At 1.5 to 1, that is a single hit.
Okay, I guess the Grenadiers are on top, so they moved into the hex. Would they go to the bottom or the?
Yeah, so the Jaegers moved. They retreated, so they would go to the bottom of the stack.
All right, so then this 8-8 takes the hit.
Correct.
Okay, and I think we check on.
You check on.
I think we check on even as well, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody does that except for the Moscow militia, which I think checks on every hit or something like that.
Here in a minute.
Well, I got to hit something. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll have this fire there. So I've got. Let's check here real quick. I've got 4. I've got 12. 12 to what? 10 or something. In the swamp general order, it's probably marsh. Yes, it's 10. Yep. So it's a 1-to-1 shot. 46 is a miss. All right. Then we've got a shot here on those guys. So I've got, this is before I took the hit. I had 5, so it would be 15.
15
to 15. That's a 1-to-1.
15 in the brush, is it?
It's also 15. No, the marsh is 16. So it's a 1-to-1.
Yeah.
It's a 1-to-1 shot.
1-to-1, yeah. 1-to-1.
And that's a miss. Okay. Then these guys are in line, and these guys are in column, and we will fire on that chap there. So these guys will have 12 plus probably, what, 8? Yeah, so we're going to have 20. 20 to 7. That is a 2.5 to 1. And I don't know if that's a hit. 25. Nope, that's a miss. All right, and then these chaps here will fire there. And let's see what I've got there. I've got 4 times 3, 12. 12 to 7.
12 to 10.
No, because they're in brush. 7. Yep. So 1.5 to 1. 65, that is a hit on your Mormont. First Mormont. All right, now we move up to the Moscow militia, and we'll go ahead and we'll fire on that hex there. So we're going to have 12 plus 12 is going to be 24. 24 to 7 is going to be 3 to 1. 25 at 3 to 1 is a single hit, and a morale check for the 1st of the 3rd Moscow Militia.
Okay. Let's see what wonderful. Oh, it's a 41. Okay. See if we can beat that.
25.
We're
No.
deciding that's going to disorder them, so they will have to go over.
They got to go over one of their
Yeah.
friends at least.
That's 4 to there.
Yep. So he would just mark him disordered
Actually,
and then
3.
roll for the other guy.
He would go just 3, I guess.
Yeah, I know, but he's got to displace over, so he would move over this other chap. He would end up there.
Okay. All right, so that guy has to roll.
Mm-hmm.
And he's disordered. Hold on. Where's that? Disorder Russian. Okay. This is what the Moscow guys do. Okay, this is the way they roll. So now the displaced, the 2-2 here.
Yep.
Roll.
Hey, he
51.
passes. Well, does he?
He likes.
What's the modifier? Oh, I think it's only, what, a -6. So it's going to be a 41.
Yep.
And he passes with
He's
a
a
41.
40.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So then I've got one shot here. So that's 12 to 7. And that is going to be a miss, I think, right? No, 12 to 7 is 1 and 1.5. That is a hit on those guys, too. So that's their 3rd hit.
12 to 7. 12 to 7.
It's not quite 2 to 1. It's not quite 1 to 1.
It's 1 and 1.5. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. They have losses already.
Yeah, they got
They got
pounded.
those losses.
I shot him last turn.
Okay. All right, so he will do his roll.
Oh,
likes it.
super motivated. All right, then over here, these guys will fire there. So that's going to be 12 to
9 to
6, 2 to 1. And that
12
is...
to 6, okay.
Yeah, so that's a miss. And now we start to get to artillery. So let's go ahead and have a little fun with our artillery. We will go ahead and fire these two on that, and it kind of does its little thing down the way.
Yeah.
So on your hussars, we've got medium range, so that's going to be 12 plus 16, that's going to be 28. It's going to be 4 to 1 with a +3 for Lauriston. And here we go. 23, 4 to 1. That's going to be a hit on the hussars.
Okay, I gotta get. Okay.
And a morale check for them. 62. They are very happy. All right, then we've got a hit here or a roll through there. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's long range. So that's then going to be 8 plus 6. That's going to be 14. 14 to 6. That's going to be a 2 to 1 with a -3 for all the modifiers back and forth. Here we go. 24 at 2 to 1. Nope, that is a miss. And then last but not least, I think we've got a shot that'll go right there. So that's then going to be the same thing, 2 to 1, but it will be a -9, but a plus, you've got 2 increments there. No, it'll be a -8. So 2 to 1 with a -8. 43, that's a miss also. All right, I will mark off my expenditures of ammunition. And these guys here. All right. Now I don't have any. I don't have anybody that I have to recover for that I'm aware of. I don't think so. I think. Oh, wait. I think. No, I've got these artillery back here that's routed, so I can roll for them. They're still going to keep routing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody else, though, looks like they're okay. And let's see. Then it's just ammunition resupply. So I don't have anything over on that side of the universe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll roll here for these guys. I've got 1 die, and they didn't make it. And then Lauriston's got 1 chap that can roll, and he didn't make it. And then Pertney's got 2 guys to roll for. Oh, nope. They didn't get anything either.
Didn't make it. Okay.
So that is where things stand for me as far as everything else. So I think that's it for me for the moment. Let's go back up to the lobby and see what the guys are doing.
Okay.
Axes, and you just started from between.
Right.
Is that it?
So you. All right. So then let's start right here. All right. Let's start right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you can hit that unit with the leader without hitting the unit in front of it, the infantry unit in front of it first.
So this, I'm going to shoot from this one.
Okay.
And shoot that one and go through it. So whatever. So what do I got there? I got 16 plus, or no, what is it? I don't know.
Just roll.
Just roll. Okay, I'll roll.
53. That's a good roll. And the leader probably adds in something, right? He adds in 4. So that's going to be a 61.
2 hits or 1?
So
It's, is it
long range. So
2.5 to 1?
4, right?
Yeah, so,
That's 30.
yeah, so you're going to have 13. So it's a 2 to 1. So it's just a single hit.
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
ricochet through to the cavalry behind it.
Well, wait a minute here. Do I check? We're checking around on the evens, or
Yep.
is it odd?
You're checking on even.
Okay. Let me increase this first.
Wait a minute. Have we been checking on even for everyone?
Yeah. Yeah, we changed it early on in the game because I don't know, somebody had said something, so we changed it.
I thought we were doing evens for the grenadiers and odds for the, well, of course in this case it literally doesn't matter.
Yeah, we were doing something like that. I think we were doing. I
Yeah,
thought we were
originally
doing-
originally that was guard and grenadier were even and all the line infantry were odd, but then we changed it so that all the infantry except for the Moscow militia checks on even.
All right.
With the exception of the French. The Imperial Guard don't start checking until the 3rd loss, and then they check on every odd loss after that. So, all right.
Okay, so, David, you're talking about the ricochet to the cavalry now, right?
Right.
So it's another 2 to 1, but this time you'll have a minus.
2.
Yeah, -2.
Yeah, -2.
44.
Becomes a 42. That's a hit at 2 to 1.
Yeah, it is.
They're good.
See, they're getting all the rolls we wanted for artillery. I tell you, Paul, it all happened with that first roll there for that 12 that David did.
That's right. He stole our roll.
Exactly. Yep. Well, that'll teach us. All right.
All right. So some skirmish fire here onto that.
Okay, so that's going to be, what do you got here? Probably,
How much
Let's
do you
see.
have left there?
you got one increment in one of them, and the other one is probably, oh, that one should be in 2 hexes, actually.
Yeah, it's true. Should be.
But, you know, we could just say you got 3 here and 1 there, so that's going to be 4. 4 times 3, 12
Yeah.
to 6,
2 to 1.
2 to 1, and yeah, miss either way.
It serves you right for misstacking.
I'm sure he didn't misstack it.
Of course not.
So this one I got, but only let's see this and this. This and this firing against the square.
You'll have 12 from the line, and
Probably 8 for the unit, so you probably have 20 to 6. So it's going to be 3 to 1.
3 to 1.
Yep.
And miss. Probably.
21 at 3 to 1 is a miss. You just managed to do it. Oh, wait, does he have a plus? He's, no, you get a +1 because he's got a big stack there. So it actually is a single hit. It becomes a 22.
Oh, man.
okay. Got it. Okay. Is that it?
Now I got some more artillery here. What do we got here? Let's see. Actually looking at one there. Got these guys here. What's a good target?
There's plenty of big ones just across the
Yeah.
river. Here or here. This one here would get you at least a +1.
Yeah, let's go for that one. That's
It's fun to say. Pskov.
Yes, just don't say that at a biker bar. You might get punched in the
it doesn't
face.
shoot very much hard, does it?
No, it's a 4 to 6. Go ahead, roll a 66.
Yes, I can do it.
Oh!
You just didn't say the magic word.
There you go. That's the problem.
Oh.
It's the power of positive thought.
That's it.
Or maybe
Okay.
it's the secret lever that I pulled. That's yeah.
I think you have pulled that secret lever a bunch of times today already.
Actually, I haven't. I haven't rolled any. If I would have thrown that lever for Napoleon. So I wouldn't have cared about getting a single hit on some lousy unit there when we could move Napoleon forward. Oh well.
There we go. So I think that's the end of my firing.
Okay.
Cool, cool. You
All
look
right.
like you've created a line.
Yeah, kinda.
Wow. Very good.
Sorted some stuff out there. I didn't get all of it moved up there, but most of the stuff I missed was the artillery. Which ran out of time.
That's okay. That happens. So,
That's good. Pull it up closer to our artillery.
yeah,
Don't
that's.
say anything, Al. Never interrupt your opponent. Da, da, da.
Is that how that works?
It was our guy who said it.
Yes,
So,
it's
next?
it is Napoleon who said
Recovery?
that. Yeah. Yeah. So now you do recovery and ammunition resupply.
You've got a bunch of tired cavalry that's probably.
Well, I actually need to do a ammunition thing on this one.
Oh, and that one. Let's see. Wait a second. That one cavalry that routed earlier should be marked exhausted.
That's true. Yes.
So I'll let you do that.
Woo!
Mike, I'm gonna have you roll for resupply for me.
Oh, no, I've already exhausted all of my good rolling.
Having a cracking good time.
A cracking good time. You didn't hear, but that is the beverage of the evening. It's Kraken dark spiced rum.
Ah, and you just
So I have released the Kraken.
you have. What exactly do you mix anything with it, or you just have?
You know what? I discovered this idea. I've been a huge fan of Diet Mountain Dew for many, many years, and it suddenly occurred to me, what do you mix with rum? Well, either fruit juices or maybe a cola. Well, what would be wrong with a Diet Mountain Dew? It's
Oh,
a citrusy soft
Well,
drink, right?
I
Rum
have a
and-
nephew that's all he would drink was Mountain Dew and rum.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
He's
there you go.
a man of discerning taste.
Now, I like my rum with a little bit of Tia Maria or something like that.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. It's just I have Diet Mountain Dew around the house all the time, so it's easy.
There you go. Well, that explains why you're always so relaxed when we play these games.
Absolutely.
Do you wear a patch on your eye when you do that?
No, but if I drink enough, it seems like I have a patch over one eye. Or I wish I had one because I'm seeing double otherwise.
Ah, there we go.
All right, so I roll again for him, right?
Yes, yeah. So anybody who's routed or disordered, you would roll for at this point.
So I'm rolling for this guy up here.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. He continues to route.
Correct.
So
So you got a little path here. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that around. He's going to opt for clear terrain instead of
10, 11,
unpleasant terrain first.
I went over there.
We can take the bubble
this
off of
guy
your
here.
infantry.
Oh, yeah.
Guy here. What
Did your guns keep running, Eric?
Some of them are down to their last shot. So that's why I was saying you needed to roll for me because I haven't had a lot
No,
of luck getting.
I was talking about some PGD guns you have.
Oh, yeah. No, they kept running.
Oh dear.
That's okay.
rolling for this PGD guy there. He's good at 62. What else do I have in here? Anything? Oh, did anybody fire these guys down in the woods here? The little skirmish?
Oh, yeah, I forgot
no,
to
we
do
didn't.
that.
We should have.
I've
Yeah.
got this guy here. I'll take a shot at you. So I think
This
it's
is like the battle within the battle
yeah.
going on here.
Oh, that's a miss. In fact, I think
Oh.
my guns exploded. Oh,
Yeah,
my
I
little
think that-
my little Trilla yours. They forgot to load the gunpowder or something like that.
Or they loaded it twice, not realizing it hadn't discharged last time.
There you go.
All right. So I can remove the tired marker from this guy right up here, correct?
Correct.
'Cause he didn't move at all.
Oh, and David, this guy that's routed that you moved, because he's tired, he wouldn't have moved all 14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you'd only move, I don't know, what is he, his movement's what, 12 or something? So you just move like 4. 1, 2, 3, 4
yeah.
kind of a thing. Yeah.
So that goes away. And Okay. I think I'm done.
Okay, that sounds exciting. All right.
Not a command anymore. That's not it.
I think we've got stuff done on our end of the world.
Yeah.
So we should be at a chit draw then, right?
Yep, I believe so. So I think you chose it, so I'll go ahead and pull next. Oh, it's the Russians.
It's the Russians.
It's the
One
Russians.
chit too late.
Or just right.
Indeed.
Mm.
All right.
Okay.
Do you guys have any cavalry charges?
I don't.
I don't think I do either. Yep, no cavalry charges.
Okay. So, I've got 4 MUs to move, and Al has 3.
Okay,
Are
so
we going with?
why don't
15 minutes?
So well, there's 2 ways we can do
I
it.
get 15 minutes. I had.
So here's the question: how many moves do you have that are John's, like on his side of the universe? It looks
None.
like there's 1 cavalry unit there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that.
Right.
Yeah.
So it should be like normal stuff, and then we'll give you like an extra little bit of time to move that cavalry unit.
Okay.
Yeah, because
You mean we're gonna? Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, so
That's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
ordinarily I would have had all those anyway.
yeah.
okay, I guess so.
All right. So Albert, I'll meet you down in room 1, and then David and Michael can help out Paul. All right. So tell me where you want to start first, Albert.
All right, hold on just a second. Let me review things a little bit. Okay, so I've got 3 MUs. Okay, I've got MU 3, MU 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
Sure. So which one did you want to start with first?
So yeah, okay. I'll start with the MU number 1
Okay.
first. Are you going to put me on the clock here?
No, I'm not being that persnickety, but
Okay.
I mean, if you'd like, I can go ahead and start the timer. So, all right,
All right,
go
so
ahead and begin. So that's those guys there in the Utitsa. Okay.
All right, so we'll go here for 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to go into line
Okay.
and I'll go right here.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to put an assault marker on those guys
Sure.
because you don't have any place you can retreat to, as far as I see. How far can you retreat from me? You can't. You can only retreat from one hex, right? And then I assault you.
Um,
In other words, you don't have a formed unit to go back to.
I'm not being
Let's just-
attacked by cavalry. You're infantry, aren't you?
Yeah, but how far back can you retreat?
Well,
In
I
the
think I can
position.
retreat up to as long as it's less than half my movement. I can still move next turn or something. But I can look it up for you if you'd like.
Well, actually, my movement's more than yours.
It doesn't matter because I'm in skirmish order.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just go there. I want assault then. Okay. And here I'm going to go right here and go into square, I think. Square. All right. Then this guy is going to try and get out of. Okay, if the 4-8 leaves, you still fire on the square, right?
Yeah, so if you move that
Well, the
triller,
4-8 can't leave. The 4-8 can't leave.
you'd have to
so
have
the
a
other
leader
guy-
there, right? If you
Yeah.
move your leader there, then you can move stuff.
So I'm going to try and move this guy out.
Okay,
Okay.
so you're moving a leader over there, right?
No,
So
I'm just moving. They were stacked because they were square.
right. But to leave an enemy zone of control or zone of influence, unless you're a skirmisher, you need to have a leader stacked with the unit in order to do that. So
Alright,
you
I'll
would
move
have
him
to
over there.
move Stroganov over
Yeah.
there, and then he would be with
Okay.
them as we move. So I will
Right.
I will take a shot. I think it was a 9-6, and I rolled a 46, and I'd have a +3, I think, or +2 at least. So that's going to be a 51. So that's a single hit.
On the guy that remains.
On the guy that left, right? He's the one who's
Okay.
moving. So
Okay.
they would have, I guess, 2 hits on them and a morale check, and then Stroganov would be with them. And
Okay, I rolled a 64.
yeah, so they
he's
pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 there.
Yep.
And then we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go back to there. 6. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll go right into the line there, I think.
Okay.
Okay. But well along with now the leader does not have to go with him necessarily. The leader can go anywhere he wants to. So
the leader moved there, and so the leader should move. So you've got 2 options. The leader would normally.
I am going to do something. I'm going to move this guy back. The leader will go back there with him.
Okay.
And this guy will go. Actually, this guy he's lost 2.
Correct.
Right, and this guy will go on top also.
Okay.
Okay. So then we've got that guy's a 3, that guy's a 3. I think I'll keep him. Okay. All right. And I'll try and now I left the square. I did not. I cannot. This guy could also. But he's out of command, so he can't do anything.
Who
can't?
can't?
He's part of the 3. The 3 under the square. He's He's not activated.
Yeah, he's part of a different group. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And now. Okay. 2, 3. Let's see. Don't go in there. Okay. Do a little revision of that move. We'll go here. All right. Okay, that's that group.
Okay, so that's move number 1. Okay.
All right, now these I'll do move number 3 next.
Move number 3. Okay, that's a bunch of those grenadiers up there, it looks like.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, now finally.
Moon number 2.
Number 2, yeah. Okay, so
That is
guy can
punctual.
This guy can actually move without impediment, and he's going to go over 1, 2, 3, 3, 4.
I could countercharge him, or reaction charge. Not reaction charge, opportunity charge, I guess, when he goes there, right?
Sure could.
Nope, I will refrain from doing that today.
Okay. And go right there. And okay, this guy and this the 14-15 is moving.
Okay. Oh, did this guy move over here?
Right.
I thought he'd stopped when he was there.
I moved him one more.
Okay, then I will opportunity charge him when he moves.
Okay. All right. So when he moves here,
yep,
you're going to hit him. See,
well, I got to roll. I got to roll, right? Don't I have to roll first?
You have to roll. Well,
yeah.
For opportunity charge,
yeah.
yes.
So I'll do that.
Okay, this guy will come back to here, I think. So let's see, and I'll take. I think I have the leader on there. I think the leader will be over here. Did he have a loss? I guess he did.
Yeah, those guys had a loss because they were getting hit. They were getting hit by ricochet fire, and then this guy had a bunch of losses as well.
All right, that's it.
Okay. Well, and time was up a minute and a half ago anyway, so. Okay, so let's do some defensive fire. So we'll start here. We'll fire on these guys. So I've got a 2-to-1 on those boys. 35 at 2-to-1. Survey says
I want to move these.
That is a hit. So these guys are no longer among the living.
Okay.
So you take your pot shot. No, before you take them off, you get it's fire simultaneous.
Oh, okay.
So you'd have a 1 to 2 shot on my cavalry if you want to do that again.
Okay, 1 to 2. Hold on. That's a hit.
62. That's a hit. There's not much left of those boys now. They did their best. Do. All right. And those guys will go off to Happy Hunting Ground.
Let me put my guys on the...
Yeah, I put them over here on the chart.
Did you put them on the chart? Okay.
Yeah, I put them on the chart.
All right. Okay.
All right. Let's see. Oh, then over here with the Moscow militia, I've got these guys will combine. So I'll have 12 plus 12. I'll have a 3-to-1 shot on those guys. That's definitely a hit. And they didn't have anybody left. So they have been greased.
All right. Hold on. Moscow militia loses their first.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll. You'll have like a 2 to 7. I don't even think you can shoot at that if it's below
2
1
to
to
7.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hit.
And but you can't, because if it's less than 1 to 3, you can't do it. So that's why I said don't even bother.
So was it 2 to a 9?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
2 to a 9. Yeah, it couldn't have been anything.
Okay. Then I got
All
a shot here, so I got 12 to 10, and that's a miss. And you can take a pot shot back at me at 4 to 9. And that's a miss.
Okay.
All right, moving down towards the Utitsa area here, we've got these guys. I've got 12 to 7. That's going to be a hit on the Morum. First Morum, and a morale check for those guys. Okay. And then here I've got 12, and that's going to be another 8, so it's going to be 20 to 7, 2.5 to 1, and that's going to be a hit on these guys, and a morale check for them with a -6 for being mostly dead. That's going to be a 22. I don't know what their morale is. 15. They are super motivated. They don't care. All right. Then we've got 12 to 15 there. So we'll just fire on that. And that's a miss. And then let's see what else. Then we'll have this stuff concentrate there. So that'll be another 4, 12 to 10. And that's a miss. And then these guys will fire on the square. So that's going to be 6 to... Now that'll be 9 to 6, 1.5 to 1. And that's a miss. All right, and that's it for all my shooting.
Okay. All right, I'll do my shooting down here.
Okay.
Okay, first we'll do the 8 to 16 or 15 or whatever it is.
Yep.
51.
You're talking about what?
Good enough?
Where are you at? Oh, up there. Yeah, no, that's not good enough.
Yeah. Okay, then here we'll talk about might as well. Got 9 there. You got a lot of guys there. So let's see, that's an 8. Yeah, still an 8, I believe.
No, he's a 6.
It's 6.
So 6 to 7. So
6
it's
to a 7.
1 to 1.5 with a bunch of pluses.
So we'll try that.
Okay.
6 to 7. We'll try. Wear him
31.
down.
No.
Didn't work. Okay, then we've got on this guy we have these guys for a 12 plus these guys for how many have they got? For another 6. So 14 to 12 and 12 plus 6.
It's going to be 18 to 16.
So
it's a 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
Yep.
Another 31.
Nope.
Okay. Down here, we've got.
This guy was worth
they're a
2.5.
They're a 6, and he's 2.5. Is that?
I think so.
He's higher, more. That's more than that.
Yeah, because he's just got 5 increments.
2.5 times 3, so 7.5.
Yeah.
7.5 plus 6 is
So
13.5.
To 16. So it's less than, it's 1
Yeah.
to 1.5. So just roll and see what you get.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
Now we've got down here on the final guy, we've got 12 plus 4, 16 to, so it's a 1 to 1.
Yep. That's a hit.
And that's a hit.
And a morale check. Oh, that's going to be a disorder. Let's see here. Where's my marker? Morale, disorder. 1, 2. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Did you?
I think that is all of the. Oh, I've got the. Okay, got this artillery shot. So we've got up here on Utitsa Hill.
Okay.
We have long range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is in the cavalry unit right here.
Yep.
It's in range. So he is going to be a 5 plus a 3. So that's a 8. And he's a 6. I'm hitting him on the flank, so he's a 6.
Yep. So it's a 1-to-1.
So it's a 1-to-1.
That's it.
I missed it.
Oh, yeah, that's a miss. I was looking at Michael's roll. I'm like, oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. I was wishing it was Michael's row.
Oh, well.
So I've got ammunition and ammunition. So I gotta fix this. We're not in any rush, I guess. So I'll just fix this right now. Okay. If there was a way to do this faster, like there.
Yeah, it would be nice if there's a way that we had the ammunition pre-programmed to just be 6 shots once you created it.
All right.
Now, I guess the way you could do it would be you could create some ammunition that was at 6 shots and just clone it and sit it off to the side and just bring it on.
Yeah, you could just bring it on, but that would almost be just as slow. Okay, so that's all of the Utitsa stuff.
Right. Now we have combat.
Hold on, we've got some stuff up here. Don't forget the artillery. Now, I don't think anybody's fired this artillery yet.
The stuff that's up there along the line?
One of my shots you just took away by charging. I guess that's why you did it.
Yep.
No. Let's see. Okay, we've got. I don't think Paul's done this, so I'll go ahead and do it. Okay, so first off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 27 and 12 would be 39.
Who's shooting?
Oh, wait a minute. That's going to be, now we've got 8 and could fire there. Just looking at stuff.
Okay.
Oh, that's just a leader there. Okay.
He's wearing a red shirt, though.
I'm gonna. Let's see. Where did the big guy? Did you break a guy down here? I thought there was a big guy here. Oh, there is a big guy, but he's further over. Okay. All right. So. To determine 2, 3. Okay, I think the previously we had fired on this 811.
Okay, so I have no idea what you're talking about and where you're at. Okay, so who's firing?
Look at these other guys. So I'm not going to be in a rush here. Those guys way back there. Okay. All right. So let's see. We've got that guy whose target is gone. Okay. These 2 guys could fire. Okay. I think I'll take this guy. We might as well kill some people here. Okay, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is long range.
So can you highlight the hex that's firing towards the hex that it's arriving at?
Just hold on, hold your horses. I'm just going slow on this.
Okay. I mean, you just announced something, and I'm just like,
9.
I don't know where
I'm
you're
just
talking
talking
about.
to myself.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
talking to myself. 18
Okay.
plus 18 is 6. Okay, that's good. Need to add anything else to that. Okay, I will fire this guy. Well, I'll fire these two guys first. So let's go right here,
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Where are they going to
And
fire?
they'll fire on right here.
Okay, so let's get out our little line and draw our line. Whoops.
You would start
From the middle of the hex down through that hex. And we're off. Yeah, okay. So you will have your shot there. You can hit them with both units. So you've got 9 plus 9, so you have 18. 18 to 6, 3 to 1, and no bonus for your leader, no bonus for the stuff. Go ahead and roll.
How come there's not a bonus for the leader?
Does your leader that he's stacked with have a bonus?
Where is Lowenstein? Oh,
He's
Lowenstein's under
suppressed.
Suppression. Yeah.
In fact,
Okay,
I'm
you're
wondering, can the leader that's there doesn't have an artillery bonus? He can't help combine stuff.
Well, I don't know that Lowenstein is.
No. I'm not talking about Lowenstein. I'm talking about this guy here, Lyshikovitz. Whoever this guy is. Whoever that guy is, right?
Yeah.
He's not a leader with a artillery bonus. Do we know if
So he doesn't add anything?
No, I know he doesn't add anything. My question is, can he help coordinate a multi-hex artillery shot?
Lowenstein's doing that.
No, but Lowenstein is not adjacent to those two units. That's what I'm saying. This is not a grand battery. Okay. This is just your normal shooty
This is a
phase.
grand battery. This battery is all contiguous, and Lowenstein has
Albert, that's fine when we draw the grand battery chit, but Lowenstein can. What you're suggesting is that all those units can fire together.
Yeah.
Even though
battery all the time, or always a grand battery, whether whether it's artillery chit or the offensive fire.
Well, does that mean that you're firing all of the units as one?
I'm just firing 2 of them. I can group them together though.
Well, that's what I'm saying is the chap that's stacked with them wouldn't normally be able to do that.
Well, Lowenstein makes it possible for any of these guys to go together.
Okay, well that's exciting. Okay, I'm not going to bother to look it up right now. Just go ahead and take your shot. 3 to 1.
Okay.
Roll your dice.
All right.
33 is a single hit.
Okay.
All right, and a morale check. And we're happy. All right, mark your ammunition.
Okay. All right.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Can you bring me some water?
Okay. Those guys. Now, these guys right here are not fired.
Correct. Who are they going to fire on?
See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they would be a 5 on a 6. Okay. I fired on these guys would be a 8.
So Albert, the reason I ask is that your units are in front of them. So that's why I'm curious who they
that's right.
who'd they be firing on.
Those guys can fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were up on the hill too, but they're not. I was thinking. Okay, now we move over to the suppress. those suppressed guys sure seem like they've been suppressed. I mean, we were going to ask a question. When does that come off? Is that going to be on for a turn and a half?
No,
What?
it's coming off this turn. It's coming off during your reorganization
It's
phase.
off. Okay. Okay.
No.
Okay. So unfortunately. Okay. Got it. Okay. So then we've got one more shot. One more shot, and that's these 12s here. And they're just going to fire right down here. Here.
So they're going to fire on my artillery? Okay.
Yeah. Fire on the artillery first, and then I'll bounce through to the
Okay.
16.
So you've got a 5 to 8.
5 to 8. Okay.
And that's a miss. And then you got a 5 to 6. You've got a 5 to 6 plus.
Minus.
But then minus 2.
Minus 2 because of the pluses for the
Yep.
12. Okay, yeah. Okay.
51 minus 2 becomes a 40 something. That is actually a miss.
Oh, yeah, it is a miss.
Yep.
Minus 2. Okay. All right.
And mark their ammo. And then you can do your recoveries.
Wait a minute. That was a decrease. Okay. Okay, now we take off. All right, so that's that. Let's do our assault here, your
Oh, yeah.
your attack on me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, it should be pretty simple. I don't have very much, and you probably have more.
Okay,
So I've got 8.
You've got 8, huh?
I've got 8, a
Okay.
whole whopping 8. And you've got more
Okay,
than 8,
hold
I
on.
presume, right?
Yeah, I'm figuring it out right
You
now.
don't need to. If you have more than 8, it's a 1 to 2 attack.
1 to 2, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got my leader there who's going to add in 2. So it is a 1 to 2 with a plus 2. Here we go. 25 becomes a 31. That is AD. So I'm going to route and lose an increment. So there's not much left of this guy left. But that's what it's like being a Polish Lancer. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And you're tired, and so am I.
And put a bubble on him.
Nope, there's no bubble. Because this happened this happened this turn.
Let's see, you charged. You opportunity charged.
Yeah, during your
It was
movement
not a
phase.
charged cheval. Okay.
Yeah. Well, plus
Not a charged
plus
cheval.
the
yeah.
bubble would come off in half a second anyway. So you could put the bubble on, you
yeah,
take
it
the
would.
bubble off. Yeah.
Yeah, it would. Okay. All right, let's see. I think, okay, I have shot, I think, all the artillery there. Well, I think,
So you can
That's it
you
for
can
us, I
yeah
guess.
you can take. Well, you have units that are disordered and routed that need to roll, right?
okay, let's do those. First down by Utitsa,
Mm-hmm.
we have a disordered unit, or disordered stack. So they'll roll.
24. Well, one of the units is -9, so that's going to pull it down pretty low. The other one, so the way it works, if the top unit, so what's your leader worth?
looking. The leader is worth 4, it looks like.
Right. So you're going to recover because that guy is elite. He's 13. He doesn't suffer the -6 for being half dead.
Okay.
So he's going to
Alright,
pass.
so
And then I don't know about the other guy, but
the other guy is
the first.
should be pretty good. He's a 21, so he's probably okay.
Yeah. So
as well.
between the leader and everything else, they're all happy.
Yeah.
So they've recovered.
We take off this order. Okay.
All right. Then you've got a Moscow militia.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see how they do. Okay.
Now,
3, they
He's
rout.
going to rout. Yeah.
As we would have expected. Okay, so he goes back 7. So he'll head back. Ooh, let's see. So he'll go 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Okay, you didn't want to charge him?
It's involuntary movement.
Oh, it's
I can't
involuntary
charge.
movement. You
Yeah.
couldn't do it. Yeah, you couldn't do it. Okay, now we go back up here. We've got any disorders? We've got a 2 grand up here. We've got a guy that, but I think that's Paul's. I have to ask him.
Yeah, those
That's one of
Jaegers.
Paul's guys.
Probably.
The Jaegers up there. Yeah, I think that's Paul's. So I think we go up and remind Paul to check that guy when he does it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So take the suppressed marker off of Lowenstein,
Oh, I've got to do my.
and then roll for
Yeah, I
ammunition.
got to do my ammo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, man, that suppression thing was bad news. Okay, so I'll do the first guy. I'll go left to right. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll roll for him. He's back. So well, he can't even roll. He's at 4. So the other two guys can roll.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got to roll 1. Okay, they missed. These guys are... Okay, there's 1 there. Okay. He misses.
The other guy's at
1
4.
there. He can't roll either because
He's at 4. Yeah. And then these other
Okay.
guys don't look like they've fired yet. This guy hasn't fired. That
so
guy
that's
hasn't
it.
fired yet.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all she wrote. Okay.
All right.
Got
Exciting
ammo,
stuff.
though. All right. Let's head back up.
Yep. Back
or
to the
wherever
lobby.
we are.
Yeah, they're all up in the lobby. Hey guys, we're back.
Good.
Welcome back.
Hello?
Hey, did
Hi,
anybody
hi,
do some
welcome.
shooting over here in the Kaminsky Woods?
Yeah, we did that.
Oh, okay.
It was, I know it'll stun you, but nothing happened.
What?
Oh,
C'est impossible pas.
So,
did you check this routed guy behind Simonovsky?
we haven't gotten to that yet. We're still
still-
doing shooting.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you fire any of the Grand Battery off yet?
He fired
Yes, I
all of
did.
it.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I won't. So I'm doing my last shot then over here. Okay.
What's your target?
So if I do the right hex of the skirmisher,
Yes.
then it'll carry through to the fourth.
Yes.
That's what.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's a 1-to-1 shot on the skirmisher.
Yeah, let's do that. Firing. That's a miss. Okay.
And then it's
It's
he's in line, so that's what, defensive 9.
Yeah.
so 2 to 1 minus 6.
Okay. Roll that. 4.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. And I'll decrement my ammunition.
And that's a morale check for me.
And
But
then-
I love it.
Okay. All right, so that's it for shooting. So now what? I'm recovery,
Mm-hmm.
and Al was saying he was taking care. Let's see. I guess we have a PGD by the. Let's see what we have over here by the icon. We have one PGD. So what does he do now? What's the? I can't remember. He becomes disordered, and then he can try to rally. I think that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see this. Well, here, let's try to rally first. Probably.
He's half dead. So
that'd
we'd
be
have a
good.
-9. So 35 minus 9 is going to be a 22.
Hmm.
So he's going to just route and go running back up towards Moscow.
Not even the icon could help him.
Well, once you've lost enough guys, a bunch of guys walking around with a painting in a box isn't necessarily all it's cracked up to be, right?
Not exactly awe-inspiring, right?
Well, and you're pretty sure you hear your mother, Russia, calling you.
Wow, he
Oh.
flew off the board. How did he
Alright,
get
so
that
there-
far?
How did he
Well-
get that far?
Well, it's not 1.5, is it? It's 1.
It's 1,
I was
yeah.
doing 1.5 times movement. Sorry.
That's okay.
Where does he end up? He's back here, so 1, 2.
He'd be right here.
Yeah, I was just about to say
Yeah.
he should be there. Okay.
You
I
got,
think they're
see.
deserters. That's why they ran so fast.
you got that
Yeah.
little guy by the Kalacha there.
Oh, this guy. This guy.
Yep.
Oh my God. All right, let's roll real quick. Ah.
Awesome.
Now, where does he go? That's the question.
Well,
Hmm.
he's got to go up. I mean, he would go up one of these slopes somewhere, right?
Seems
Yeah.
like.
Or here, he could go up this
Yeah.
way, right? I don't know
It's
what.
going to cost.
Well, severe up cost you 4.
The 4
So it's 5 to get you to the top of the slope.
would be like here. And
Yep.
then he goes through the 10-7 and into the other ditch.
No, I mean, couldn't you just go? This is 5, 6, 7 this way,
Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
okay.
with the hope that maybe he will recover next turn before or you can move and open a gap for him before your next recovery phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you got somebody who's disordered down here.
Yep. I'm going to roll for him. There we go.
He's happy.
And you got another PGD way up north.
All right. Just a second. Let me take care of this guy because he's. Okay. PGD up north.
You got a couple
Way
of
up
them.
north on the west side.
There's somebody.
Uh,
There's somebody up here. There's a couple of
yeah.
cavalry over there.
Yeah. Okay. I'll roll for this one. That's not going to do it, is it?
Probably not. No, it does. Oh, no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It doesn't. Nope.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, on second thought.
We want to toy with you.
Give you some semblance of hope.
I think he may go off the map.
Well, he could go. I mean,
He stops at 15.
yeah.
away, right?
So all he needs to do is get into some sort of dwelling. So he could just move there, and he's then more than 15 away from the French. And then even
He's
if the
already
French,
more than 15
Yeah.
away.
yeah, but he just has to move into general order terrain.
Okay.
Although I
Oops.
don't know that villages are general order on this. They're
It's
not.
not.
Yeah. So
No.
move across the ford, and then you could move into the woods.
General order?
Yeah, woods are
Oh,
general
that's-
order. Brush is not, but
Yeah.
woods are.
That's why everybody's in the woods. Now this guy hasn't rolled yet.
So that's going to be a 31, and he's a Cossack.
He's a 21.
He's a motivated Cossack.
So
Well,
I
to be
guess he's
fair, those dragoons couldn't have made it to those woods in this turn.
okay. Well,
I
let's.
mean, they were at like 11 when they reached the near side of the ford.
All right. Well, I'll move him back.
Paul is doing his best to play like John.
Wait, this is being recorded now. Be
Oh,
nice.
sorry. I'm joking.
What exactly do you mean by that, sir?
I'm joking, of course.
Okay, we'll say he goes there. All right. So now this Cossack rallied, I believe, right?
Correct.
We rolled a 41. All right. So he loses the PGD. All right. And I don't know why that exhausted marker's up there. All right. Now, is that?
I think
Any
John
other-
just had it up there because he has trouble moving. things
Yeah,
around.
that's fine. I'll just leave it there. All right. Do we have any other rallying to do? Or I can replenish artillery, right?
Yep.
And what were we saying? If it's under 3?
3 or less, then roll a 5 or 6 to recover.
Okay, I'm going to look at this one. It's a 2. Nope. And that one doesn't need it yet. 3 or less?
Yes.
And a 1 or 2? No.
No, 5 or
3 or less, you need to roll a 5 or 6.
Okay, I'm going to be this one then. Nope. This one. Ah, wrong one.
Excuse me.
There.
I don't think it's fair if you roll 2 dice and then take the one you want. That doesn't seem right to me.
I rolled a single after that.
Yeah. And you finally got the 5 you cheated to get the first time. I see how this works.
I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. Got too much stuff stacked here. Got. There it is. And it increases to 6. All right.
Time was this move? 10 o'clock?
Yeah, this is the 10 o'clock turn. Start of the 10 o'clock turn.
Oh boy.
Okay. Sorry, this is taking me too long. Okay, now I'm gonna roll for this guy. Nope. That guy, nothing to roll for. I don't think I've got any others. Shit.
This one has one.
Oh. Oh yeah, okay, so I'll check the bottom one of that. Nope. And we said the howitzer scatter comes off.
Correct.
Suppression.
Suppression. That one's already good. Okay. think that did it.
Hey, quick question for you, David. Did you roll for a resupply for these guns that were up here on the bluff above Kalatra?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think the only unit that was left was this routed Jaeger over here by RC4.
Where is it?
Here.
Oh,
Oh, no one's rolled for that one yet?
No.
Okay, I'll roll.
I think it's one of your 12 vision guys.
So it's either going to be a 25 or it's going to be a 15. It's a 15. They're going to keep running.
Go back to Kutsov.
Well, we can't really get there directly. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Then get into that brushy hill nearby him. 1, oops. 2, 3, 4. That'd be, what is it for brush? And
2.
Hill.
2. Hill is free, but the brush is 2.
What was I at? 6?
Yep.
7, 8. Okay. Is that it?
That is it.
That is it. It is that.
Now it's time for the next shit from the cup.
It's a long
Unless
turn.
David's noticed something.
Nope. I was just trying to figure out. There was a marker there. I was trying to look at it and see what it was.
Yeah, it's been, well, we've done the 2 movement size.
Yeah, those were the worst 2 turns. Okay. Al, I think it's our draw, right?
Okay, I drew the, okay, I'm drawing, okay.
Yep.
Okay, French, no, we've had enough French. We've had more than enough French. Don't like the French.
Oh.
And we got the leaders.
All right. The Russian leaders get to move around.
Okay. Start over here with San Priest.
Okay.
I'm going to start on the opposite
It's
side.
gonna
with
go
yellow.
all the way down to, I believe, what happened? Did somebody take that off?
Yep. He's in the right spot.
Is that's where
That's where
got a
you had
little
your thing.
bullet there.
Yeah. I wasn't sure what
They
it
took my
was.
play aids off, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know
Okay.
what it was. I'm like, what is this over here? And I moved it.
Okay, so Yamilov is going to move 1, 2. He's going to go up to that battery there.
Where else are you at, Al?
I'm just looking at stuff.
Okay.
I don't think I really have much going on. I think I'll move this guy back to here.
I'm looking around too. I don't know if there's any other leaders I need to move right now.
Move this guy over to here. Actually, I'm going to move him all the way to there. Okay. All right. Let's see. That guy. Did he or not.
All right, you guys got any more leaders to move?
I don't.
All right.
Oh wait,
Hmm.
there's one. There's the czar, or what's his name, has to move. Sorry.
Who?
Yeah, Kudasov.
What's his name?
Kudasov.
Oh yeah, I put him on that guy. Yeah.
Right, and that means the infantry that are with him can rearrange themselves like so. Yeah, that was it.
All right. Do we have leaders to move around, guys?
I don't know of any, no.
Okay.
I got one. I was gonna inch forward a little bit here.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. I think that's all I had.
All right. All right, that's it for me. Michael, have you got all your
No,
guys?
I didn't have any anyway.
Okay. All right, back up to the cup. Let's see, David, why don't you go ahead and pull?
Okey-doke. French. More French. Russians. More French. Boy, we had a lot of things in there. Okay.
Regroup. All right, so we can do some regroupy stuff.
Now, what's this First Corps, First Division stuff that's kind of in my way?
First Corps, First Division. I don't know what you're talking about.
I got.
Ron and his guys?
Yeah, so this guy, we should try to get him to limber. Yeah, so go ahead and roll for him, see if he'll limber. I don't know if we're supposed to roll high or low on this one.
I believe it's high.
Let's see. Somewhere here.
You had to
Yeah, it
roll
is high.
Oh, it's high.
Oh, no, wait, let's see. Guard, foot, line. No, you're supposed to roll low. A 1 through 4, and they would limber.
That's artillery à cheval.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. I rolled a 6 anyways.
yeah.
It's different on this one? Because it.
Oh, no. Stay away. Okay, guys, I don't know what happened. I just lost connection.
Oh, that's funny. You weren't even gone that long.
Yeah, but my vassal thing is gone, and it looks like, I don't know if the live stream is still going or not. So it's just like, oh, come on, guys.
French still regrouping?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. I'll be patient.
Me too.
All right, I think we're still going, maybe. Right, maybe we had a little bit of a hiccup there. Very strange. So I'm out of the game. Give me a second to rejoin the game, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Because Vassal just quit. Everything just like shut down, like it was going to go on a holiday.
All right. Now, can limbered artillery move through unlimbered artillery?
No.
Can anything move through unlimbered artillery?
Skirmishers, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that usually other stuff can move through. Well, someone's going to have to look that up. Give me a second. I've got... Let me try to get my regroups done.
Basically, I think it's a stacking violation if you have unlimbered and limbered together, unless the limbered guns are going to unlimber, and that.
And the Biona, what is that for? Okay, that's +4 for the artillery, right?
I'm sorry, what's +4?
The Boina?
Yes. But you're crossing the dry. Where are you at?
Well, I'm trying to move this First Corps 3rd Division up.
Yeah, so it can cross the Voina infantry
That's what I'm saying,
crossing.
that artillery unit's blocking the bridge.
Yes.
Unlimbered artillery may only stack with formed infantry.
Right, we're not stacking though. We just want to move through it is the question. So would it violate stacking if you move through it is the question.
Momentito.
So the Voina is just +1 for infantry to cross. And it's +5 for artillery.
So these skirmishers, part of the 13th Division, they can move through the artillery.
Correct.
Only one type of formation is legal in a hex at one time. clear that
Cultivated is how much for infantry? 1 or 2?
+1 for infantry to cross the Voina.
Cross them, they can't get to it because they'd have to cross them. I was asking about cultivated.
Oh, cultivated, I think. Cultivated are just 1 movement point.
I did all my regroup.
Okay. I'll do some regroup.
Okay.
Ready?
Where are you at?
Just got this 7. I'm up here. Good. 4th division.
Okay.
By. All right. So.
So I have, well, John has artillery in this hex that I believe is in command, so they can unlimber now, I believe. Let's see, where's the 7th Infantry leader? He's right there. 1, 2, so he's in command range, so they can unlimber, correct?
They should be able to limber or unlimber, right? In the
Okay.
regroup, let's see what it says. Artillery may change its formation during regroup. That is, it may limber or unlimber. So as long as it wasn't part of a move, it should be able to limber or unlimber.
Okay, we'll do that now. Thank you. Let's see. Let me look around and see if there's any regroups that we're missing while Al's doing that. Where is the 3rd Cavalry?
Are you done with your regroup, Al?
Yep.
Okay.
Does anybody know where this particular cavalry leader is for
the Cossack?
Russian? No, right by
The Cossack.
2 X's from the icon. This third C, 3C. I assume it's one of John's, but I cannot find.
Okay, 3C. Access from the icon.
Could be just about anywhere. I'll click it again. It's by RC3 right here.
Ah. So that looks like it's the 10th. I would suspect that it probably belongs to the cavalry that was down here by the Great Redoubt. Didn't we have a bunch of stuff that got shot up down there?
Oh, well, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, I got it. His leader's under the icon right now. Okay, never mind. So he has nowhere to go. Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I don't think I've got any regrouping to do otherwise.
Okay,
Whatever, I'll-
back up to the cup then. Okay, we drew the regroup, so you guys draw the next one.
Okay, I'll get it. So, oops. Nope. 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 Okay, grand batteries.
Okay. Well, do you have any that you're going to shoot?
Oh yeah. Okay, so over here we're going to shoot at Zacharino again.
So, how do you have a grand battery there? Oh, okay. I didn't see him there. Did you move him
Yep.
there?
Yeah, we moved him
Oh,
over
okay.
there.
Okay. Yeah, because he wasn't there when I looked earlier, so that's why I was
Yeah.
curious. Okay.
Yep. We're going to combine these three batteries that are side by side up here. We're going to fire into Zacharino. So let me. I don't clip my cavalry, which I don't. I think I just missed it. I go there.
Well, which three batteries are shooting?
It would be this one, and this one.
So, aren't your skirmishers in the way of this one here?
Oh, you're right. Never mind. So
Yeah.
we can combine these two.
Yeah.
And oh, I forgot. Oh, that was a mess up last time then.
Yep, we goofed that up, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. All right, let's change the target a little bit then, because if I do that, it's going to clip the Cossack. We learned that last time too. So let's tear up. Let's see. We go this way. That's not a bad target. Let's see. Let's go for this guy right here. Now, if it goes down a hex side like that, can I call it to go into?
No. So it's
Nope.
it's got to go to either that hex or that hex.
Oh, I missed
Right.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to go right in
mistake.
between. I was like,
Well,
that's...
the MU was covering it, and I wasn't
Oh.
looking at that. Getting late. Okay, let's try it again. All right, let's. Yeah, let's just shoot. Let's shoot at the MU, the one covered by the MU, and we'll just see where it bounces from there. All right. 1, 2, 3.
So
maybe 5.
it's going to be a 1-to-1 shot.
5 and 9, 1.
Oh, actually, it's 9 and 3 or 9 and 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 14-6, right?
Yep. We got 2, 1. And what's his values? And it's 5.
Okay, so 2-to-1 with a +5.
52. That's one hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, now where do we say it was bouncing? Into the... Go into the artillery, or does it go to the infantry unit?
It was these two firing.
Okay, you need to stay
Yeah.
back.
So I would guess it goes into that artillery unit hex, the way it's on. Okay. So now we're looking at a minus one if I
-1.
shoot for that one right there.
Yep.
Ooh.
So scratch 1 artillery.
Well, it's just suppressed, right?
No, because
It's
it's
limbered.
limbered anytime. So
Oh,
it's only when it's unlimbered that,
all right. So it's
yeah, so it's just removed from play. It was taking up space anyway. I mean, come on. Little half battery like that.
Okay, so I think that finishes that one. All right.
Okay. Albert, do you have any? Or Paul, do you have any more?
All right, Al, how do you want to do the big grand battery down by Semenskoye?
No, I thought, okay, I thought that I was definitely take your advice on stuff, but thought we'd start with this shot. Whoa, hold on. With a shot like that.
Oh, there.
All right.
Okay.
Gonna try and get that 16-7, put a little hurt on them. Okay. So that's a.
So you've got one of those has
4 or
taken a
5.
hit. So you've got 4, 12. You've got 20 to 8.
Yep.
To 8 on the artillery, right?
Yep. So that's a 2-to-1
Okay,
shot.
here we go.
And that's nothing.
It is plus 4 though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah, but
4
it's not
for
gonna
Williams
do
Street.
any damage.
Okay.
So
Not gonna pull him up enough? Okay. Would be a 35, wouldn't he?
well, it's the
35,
battery is
21?
suppressed, but you didn't actually
not-
hit it,
Oh, okay, yeah, it's suppressed.
right? Yeah. 2, 2, 2.
Okay. And then going through. Okay, we got
So then you're at
Now
longer
you're
range.
down to 12, so it's 2-to-1,
2-to-1.
and it's plus 4 more, so plus 8, so minus 6. Then it's plus 2 all day at 2-to-1.
66
Well,
is a hit.
That's almost like you mean it, pal.
Mm-hmm. I'm needing those damn pluses.
Well, that might not be enough.
21.
Yep, just enough.
I'll take Flurry. I'll take the it's the 3, and those guys will be down to 2. 2. Okay. All right. See, I think these guys right here fire. These guys will fire on here. So fire right there. So, and they're firing over. 1, 2. So that would be on the 6-6 would be the first target.
So let's
6,
just
11.
double check on good old line of sight. Our favorite
Yeah, I
thing.
think that grenadier is going to be in the way, isn't it?
Yeah, because
It is.
let's
It's
see.
too close to the target.
Yeah,
So, let's see.
yeah, because it's equidistant between them. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3. 1, 2, 3. It's the same distance. If it were closer to you, so if I were further away, then you could hit him. There's plenty of other stuff for you to shoot, though. So
You could just try fragging him to get him out of the way.
Let's see, who can we fire at?
Friendly fire.
Got,
Very welcome. Comrade
okay,
Duck.
hold on. Okay, so let's see who we got here. Okay. Last time I thought we fired at this 811 down here. Yeah, but he's the same problem, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay, how about we fire at the? We can't fire at the second 611.
You could fire at this guy. You could fire at this guy. Those are the two that you've got a clear line of sight on. Everybody else.
It doesn't roll through the brush at all, does it?
Well, it'll go into the first hex, but it stops after that. So it would. So say for example, you fired here, right? Or you fired here. It would go into the next
brush.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that with Ricochet it said, non-clear terrain blocks Ricochet. Attacks can ricochet into non-clear hexes. They may not, however, pass or continue to ricochet beyond the blocking hexes. So you could fire into this hex, and then it couldn't go any further. You could fire into this hex, and then it could roll behind.
The empty hex. Okay.
Well, I don't know, but yeah, but then it. I mean, if I had a unit there, then you'd hit it, but I don't, so you can't.
Okay, I guess we'll fire on the artillery. I mean, on the cavalry that's there. And kill them off. Okay. So
you're going to have 36 to 6. You're going to have 6 to 1. It's almost entirely guaranteed that'll happen. If you roll an 11, oh, you didn't roll an 11. If you roll an 11, your guns blow up. But you didn't roll an 11. All right.
He was a troublesome unit anyway.
He was. But he did his job. Okay.
Right,
and mark your ammunition.
All right.
All right. We get to shoot back a little bit. Maybe. Sort of. Slightly. All right.
I don't have one.
You don't have one. David has one and I have one. So I'll do my one down here. So I'll have these two chaps. We will we'll fire here. Right? I think we can do that. Well, maybe not.
Finish off what we almost did.
Yeah. You should have let me go first there. Yeah. Well, let's see. Where else can we go? Yeah, because that's... Well, we draw from the center of the line, right? If the two are together.
What we've been doing.
Yeah. So my cavalry unit is closer to me than... My cavalry unit here is closer to me than you are. So I can shoot these two on that guy. So it will be at medium range, 16 plus 12. It will be 20 to 6. It'll be 4 to 1 with a plus 3. It's guaranteed to destroy them. And sure enough, they are destroyed.
And there was much rejoicing.
There was. Put them on the dead
in
core.
the French camp.
Yeah.
They're not rejoicing in the Russians.
Oh,
Icon made a
took the
It's
wrong
not that
attitude
way.
entirely about this.
oh, where'd it go?
I moved it onto the dead pile.
Okay, right.
It's called. Okay. All right, that's it for me. So, David, it's your turn to blow things up
All right.
if you want to.
Now, can I select two different targets, or is that?
Yeah, you can. You can mix and match.
Oh, Eric,
Yep.
you accidentally increased your
Which one?
ammo.
Oh yeah.
The
Sorry.
5.
Yep.
All right. So the
Actually a
top
3
two
now.
Yep.
will be
Okay.
there, and that's so that's what it's 17. Four. Or should I? Six. Let's do that. Let's do the three of them with a +6. That'd be 26 to 6.
Yep. So it's going to be 4-1. That's a hit,
Okay,
and they're going to be dead. Is it those Jaegers you're shooting at again?
Yep. I can't.
Yeah.
I have to. Pretty
Yeah.
much. +6 -6 onto the next one. 45 on that one.
So is that a hit? I wasn't.
45 with it's a straight 45 4-1.
Oh. I haven't looked.
That's a hit.
Yeah, it's a hit. Okay.
Four to one. Is that worth it to go for one more there? Or let me check the 1, 2.
So it would be where it'd be this guy. I didn't see the original line.
I wouldn't. Yeah, the original line wouldn't. Okay. Because since it would have been to this one here, from here, it would not have passed through the thing. So.
Okay, that's it for the shooting. I think the last chit that we got left in the bucket's going to be reinforcements.
Have any?
So, let's go and pull out everything. There's the reinforcements. Yep, you can do that. Yep, all right. I've got one administrative march I'm still doing. So it's going to be 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Almost there. Okay, now more polls. So 2, 4, 6. Yeah, they'll go there. Do, 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 do. And these guys can go.
Ammunition marked.
1, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
Oh, it looks like Gorbachev is flipped over with his Cuirassier unit. I don't know if you want them face up, probably.
Here. Gorbachev? Where's... Oh,
Gorbachev.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Over
Anchilov or
Yeah, it's
Okay.
no, it's this guy.
Oh,
Both
Yeah.
him and it should be right side up. There you go.
yeah, and Gorbachev and that guy too. Okay. So that's it.
Okay, that is all of my excitement. So, all the reinforcements are done. The turn is complete. We can move the clock forward to the 10:20 turn. And that should do it,
Bid
guys.